empty cup. Just crack a smile and fill it up. Fill it up.
Welcome to After the Final Pour, brought to you by The Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
Buddy. We're going hard tonight. We just finished drinking some fun beers, and now we're moving on to another fun beer, I hope. This is from Hi-Wire Brewing, and they, oh God, I really got to get better at they're out of Ashville, North Carolina. Hi-Wire Brewing out of Asheville, North Carolina. This beer is called Bourbon Barrel Aged 10W40. It is 9.5% alcohol by volume.
Really?
An imperial dark ale brewed with chocolate, coffee, vanilla, and lactose, aged in bullet bourbon barrels.
Okay.
There we go. So that makes sense now. While we poured it, we were like, oh, that looks like Coca-Cola. It's a dark ale. It's not even a stout. I thought this was a stout. Ooh.
The 10W40 was misleading.
Yeah, I was expecting super thick. I still got some residue from my last. I should have rinsed this after the episode we just did. Smelling nice. Smells not very strong. Nice white, creamy, foamy head on it when we poured it and as I swirl it around. Now it's kind of tan-ish beige, like a Guinness head almost, a little darker. Hey. Ooh. We probably should let this warm up a little bit. We just pulled it out of the beer fridge.
Yeah.
This is...
It's nice.
Ooh, yeah. This is reminiscent of, I forget the brewery's name, but that it's now been talked about maybe twice on this. That barrel-aged black lager we had at Beer Under Glass, and then I talked about it on the Dry Hop 9th anniversary episode because we had the non-barrel-aged version of it. Who the brewery is? I don't remember. If you know, email us. We'll send you a magnet, maybe. Joe, Jay, you can't get it. You're the man on the street now. You get a shirt coming your way.
Let us know what size you are.
I know it's ice. I've got the message. We're good. Okay, so I'm warming this up in my hand. So this is out of Asheville, North Carolina. Friends of ours. We've done a full North Carolina beer episode. Yeah. So we've got friends who live down in North Carolina, and when they come up, they bring beer. In fact, I was asked what kind of beer do I want, and I said, bring me beer that you guys like. When we were up in Wisconsin for the New Glarus Beer, Bacon, and Cheese Festival, we cracked open a Dunkelweiss from one of the breweries down there. The big can. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
That was the last night we were there. I think it was one of the last beers that we had that night. A Crowler. Had some other fun beers as well that they brought up. Even had some homebrew that I wish I would have saved to review because...
That who?
Mike made. Yeah, Mike Jonathas, our good friend. He made a Hacker Shore clone.
Oh, you told me about it.
It was from Thanksgiving, and it still fucking held up. It was a little boozy.
Okay.
It was like a boozier version of Hacker Shore, and he gave me the heads up on that, and it was very good. There were some other beers that I tried.
That's probably why it held up.
Yeah. And so I was told that his wife Gillian, who is also a very good friend of ours, must like me because she brought this beer to give to me. And when I saw Bourbon Barrel Aged 10W40, didn't even read that it was Imperial Dark Ale. I just saw, Bourbon Barrel Aged, probably a stout. Threw it in the fridge, and I said, this is an After the Final Pour beer. And
10W40 leads you to believe
that it's
definitely going to be dark.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
dark
stout.
ale.
But I'm not mad at it at all. Dude, it's tasty.
Dude, letting that warm up a little bit in my hands.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of,
It's opening up.
Whew, this is awesome.
Really well.
Like, it's got a nice sweetness and chocolatiness. Nice barrel flavor without it being So, for some context, we just finished doing the Phase 3 episode. Phase 3 Goose Island episode. So, we had, some big, sweet bourbon barrel-aged beers. Nice, not overly sweet, but, there's definitely some sweetness to it. It's a good stout. This is like a refreshing barrel-aged, mouth cleanser for me right now. I wish we would have started with this.
Yeah, the 9.5%
awesome.
I'm glad it's only 9.5%.
Absolutely. We were looking at some other things that we were going to drink, and this is definitely a better choice. I didn't know what the ABV was on it. Man, I can drink this whole 16-ounce can.
Yeah, agreed.
I drink it slowly, but it wouldn't be something where I was like, oh, I'm so full because it's a thick stout. This is awesome.
It's enjoyable just to sip on.
Simple can design, too. I like that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Hi-Wire Brewing. Okay, so now I'm going to make a note that the next time they come up to bring some more stuff from Hi-Wire Brewing so we can try it out. Maybe we can do an episode.
I would love to taste a non-barrel aged version of this.
I always want to taste non-barrel aged version. I mean, I'm not saying that to like shit on what you're saying. I'm like, I agree with you. Like every time I taste a really good bourbon barrel aged or any barrel aged beer, I want to know what the base tastes like.
Yeah,
like that would be fun to do. To go to a brewery where like, yeah, we got a barrel-aged beer release, but we also have the non-barrel-aged version on tap, so you can drink it side by side. I mean, that just seems like a good idea.
Yeah, more places should do that.
Yeah, guys, do that. God damn it. Sorry. This is really good. I'm getting a lot of chocolate, man. I'm getting a lot of chocolate. Coffee's there.
Coffee is definitely there.
I think the vanilla is enhancing everything else, giving it that sweetness, or not sweetness, but like upping the flavors that we're getting from the coffee and chocolate. And the lactose, I think, helps the body of this beer. Because, I mean, when we were pouring it, it looked like fucking Coca-Cola.
It did.
Like, you can see, I mean, it is a nice brownish, like a dark brown, almost amber, not amber, but it's like a porter. It looks like a porter.
Yeah, it's funny because we were pouring it before we read the description, knowing that it wasn't a stout, and I was like, "This is a little light for a stout," and it makes sense.
The body's nice. It's very light. It still has a light carbonation to it. It's not super bubbly, so it lends a lot to being able to taste everything that's in the beer without it being like tickling my tongue, distracting my taste buds from what I want to taste.
It's smelling a lot more like coffee now too, to me.
Yeah,
I'm getting that like a cold brew essence.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swirl this around and see what I can get.
Because cold brew, I get like my thing with cold brew is I make a lot of cold brew.
I love cold brew coffee. It's the best.
The aroma, like you can smell the coffee and you can smell the bitterness, but you cannot taste the bitterness.
Dude, swirling it around, opening it back up, like it smells like fucking coffee.
Yeah,
sweet coffee. This is really good. If someone was walking down the street and they're like, "Hey, Brandon, what do you think about that Hi-Wire Bourbon Barrel Aged 10W40?" What would you say?
I would say it's a fantastic fucking beer, and if I was going to rate it, I'd give it a 4.5. And I'm giving it a 4.5 because of how well they did the style. This black lager that's barrel aged.
It's not. No, it's a dark ale.
Yeah, dark ale that's barrel aged. Everything I think works really well in this together to make a fantastic beer that for 9.5% is easy to sip on without feeling super full. It's not going to be a heavy drinking beer. The mouthfeel is nice and light and creamy, almost cold brew-esque off of a like nitro or if you're getting it on tap. It's got that light carbonation that you get from a cold brew, and it permeates throughout this entire thing. The coffee subtleness, the roastiness is coming through. Those sweet characters, like you said, the vanilla is kind of enhancing and rounding everything out, just making it super enjoyable.
That might be your best description of a beer ever on any episode we've ever done. I'm not knocking any other description. Like as you're saying it, the guy who just asked you, what you thought about it, I told him to get out of here. I'm like, we're not following it up with like, okay, man, bye. That was the perfect description, man. It really was. Like that really drives home how this beer is. I'm gonna go up there with you, 4.5, maybe 4.6. It's good beer.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like it's a sneaky beer, like if you didn't, the lettering, it's funny because like the wording underneath the 10W40, as you guys look in the episode picture, it's a little lighter than everything else. The bourbon barrel aged 10W40 is what pops, and then the description underneath is right there. And I skim over things, so I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Really
it's
good.
an easy thing to miss. Like, I had it in my fridge for how long?
Well, I mean, now that we were talking about like we was missing for a little bit, had you drank this, you probably could have drank this.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could have easily knocked this out. I'm glad I didn't open it up without you. Because I would have just drank this and been like, holy shit, I wish we had another for an episode.
No, but I just remember I was talking, I'm like, 10W40? I did not drink that.
Mike, Gillian, mainly Gillian. Sorry, Mike. Gillian, thank you for bestowing this Hi-Wire Brewing 10W40 barrel-aged dark ale on us. I would like more of this, so I'm going to reach out to them, and when this gets released again, we'll see if we can get some more. Just to drink, not even have on a fucking episode. But.
Are they in Asheville or
not
far from
Mike
Asheville?
and Gillian? I don't remember. I've been down there. They're not too far. I do know that. But yeah, I don't remember exactly where they're at.
Tell Becca we got to go visit her uncles.
Nice. There you go. I mean, North Carolina does some really good beer. I mean, fucking Sierra Nevada's down there now, and Oscar Blues is also down there.
Really?
Yeah, buddy.
I didn't know that. I knew Sierra Nevada was. There's another one too.
Well, Sierra Nevada is in North Carolina, not Asheville,
Not
so to speak.
yeah.
The same thing with Sierra Nevada. I'm not sure where in North Carolina they are, but that's the one Sierra Nevada facility I've been to, which was so awesome.
Yeah, and all the times I've been to San Francisco and like the Bay Area, never been to Sierra Nevada.
Hey, speaking of which, when's the next time you have to go to California?
Nobody knows.
God damn it. We need some Pliny the Elder. We have not had a Pliny the Elder on this show.
We haven't?
No.
Oh, I can get that. Mm-hmm. I can make that happen, I think.
Hey, our buddy Joe from Dry Hop.
Did he bring any home?
He might have. But that was his first time. He just was up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, wasn't he in Washington, did he say?
Yeah, it was his first time he got to try fucking Pliny the Elder. And I was so happy for him, man. That's so cool. So, I remember my first time.
Have we done... I don't. But have we done any Russian River?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I know, like, I love Pliny, but I also love Blind Pig.
That's their other IPA, right?
Yeah.
Is it a double IPA or regular?
I don't remember. I just remember there's times that I have it that I'm like, I like this a little bit better than Pliny.
I would really like to try Pliny the Younger.
Oh, good. You and me both.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Hey, by the way, if anybody knows anybody at the Great American Beer Fest, just let them know that just give us the credentials. Okay?
I mean, real
Throw
talk.
it out there.
Real talk. If we want to go, we can go.
That's true. I know we can go. But the credentials are kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I also got a $90 flight last time, so it's not too terrible for me to get back out there.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Bo, we might come and see you, buddy. I mean, we have...
ask to see if he's going to be working.
I mean, we have done episodes in a hotel room. We could do it again.
Won't be the first, won't be the last.
By the way, I like you're still drinking out of the Wooden Wings glass. You were drinking it like wine. It was very sophisticated of you. Speaking of which, I can't wait for you to watch the Better Call Saul episode. There's a wine glass involved. Ooh. Anyway, bringing it back from the last episode. Hi-Wire Brewing, the bourbon barrel-aged 10W40 Imperial Dark Ale with chocolate, coffee, vanilla, and lactose aged in bullet bourbon barrels, 9.5%. Damn good beer.
Thank you.
I would drink this again. Thank you, Gillian, and thank you, Mike, for bestowing this upon us. It's very good, and I want more.
We are lucky to have it.
Now. I want more of it now. Like, I want another one now.
Give it now. Give it now.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Remember to, what do they say on YouTube? Give it that thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Smash those buttons.
But seriously, fucking do that, please. Just help us out. I mean, this is... No, thank you, everybody, for listening. All the people who do listen. It's been awesome. Thank you. Bye, Brandon. I love you.
Love you too, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour, Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at the Malting Hour.